Have you ever looked up and seen a row of birds just chilling on a power line? It's a common sight, but have you ever stopped to think about how strange it is? Those wires are carrying thousands of volts of electricity, enough to be lethal to a person. So, why don't the birds get zapped? The answer is actually a lot simpler than you might imagine, and it all comes down to some basic physics. First, let's get a quick refresher on how electricity works. Think of electricity as a flow, like water in a river. This flow, called a current, only happens when there's a difference in energy levels between 2 points. We call this a voltage difference. Electricity always wants to move from a high voltage point to a low voltage point, but it needs a complete path or a circuit to do so. If there's no path, the electricity stays put. Now, picture a bird landing on one of those high-voltage wires. Both of its tiny feet are gripping the exact same wire. Because both feet are touching the same point, they are at the exact same high voltage. There's no difference in voltage between its 2 feet. Since electricity needs a voltage difference to flow, no current passes through the bird's body. No current means no electric shock. It's that simple. The electricity basically ignores the bird because it doesn't offer a path to a lower voltage. But wait, does this mean birds are completely immune to electricity? Absolutely not. A bird's luck would run out if it got a little careless. For example, if a large bird with a wide wingspan were to touch 2 different power lines at the same time, it would be in big trouble. Those 2 wires often have different voltages. By touching both, the bird creates a path between them, and a powerful current would flow right through its body. Similarly, if a bird touched a power line and also touched a grounded object, like a metal utility pole or the ground itself, it would complete a circuit. In both cases, the result would be a fatal electric shock. This is the same reason why it's so dangerous for humans. When a person touches a live wire, they're usually standing on the ground. Our bodies are pretty good conductors, and the ground acts as a massive low voltage point. So electricity sees a perfect path from the high voltage wire through the person's body and down into the earth. That's what causes the devastating injuries associated with electrocution. You might be wondering, why aren't these powerful cables covered in plastic insulation? Well, for the extremely high voltages in transmission lines, the amount of insulation required would be incredibly thick, heavy, and expensive. It would also break down over time from weather and sun exposure. Instead, utility companies rely on air insulation. By placing the wires high up on poles, they use the air and distance to keep everything and everyone on the ground safe. As long as you don't create a bridge to that wire, you're fine. So, the next time you see a bird perched peacefully on a power line, you'll know it's not magic. The bird isn't special. It's just not completing a circuit. It survives because of the simple, predictable laws of physics. If you love getting clear answers to the why questions that pop into your head, you're in the right place. We break down complex science into simple explanations just like this one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't want to miss our next video. Thanks for watching.